Well, welcome to Chasing Chunks TV. I'm Johnny Tosh and welcome to Bowling for Carp. If you've not seen this ugly mug before, then there's a good possibility that you're new to my channel. So it'd be greatly appreciated if you smash that little red icon in the corner, and just underneath this video to the right you'll find a bell icon, which is really important now because that will show you my new videos on your feed. So yeah, just down there, little icon, little bell, click on that, click all, and you obviously, hopefully, you're following my channel now. So, this video blog has been a long time coming. In fact, it's probably been close to a year since I've been down here. And the last time I come down was Bowling for Carp 19. So you do get out of touch with the lake. I've not been walking the banks at all. Not been really doing anything down here, but I've always wanted just to get down here. All my time, when I've had some time, has literally been when I've been booked onto other waters. So everything's just not come together and I've not been coming down here. So what's happened since the last time I've come down here? Particles are now banned. And it's just a boilie and pellet only water, which is fine for me. Keybait Solutions, thank you for my boilies. So I've got plenty of them in the freezer, and I'm sure the fishery and the water will do absolutely superb on a boilie and pellet only approach going forward, with all the anglers putting in bait. So yeah, got the next 48 hours. I'm also going to be joined by my good friend Andy WOODLAND, the bailiff down here, and I just wanted to just share a little bit of footage with you from a video that I caught of him catching his PB a couple of months ago on the island swim. Basically come through with his Chasing Chunks hoodies, come through the gate and he bent into a fish. I had my camera kit with me, so I was able to share with you his capture of this absolutely stunning fish, and hopefully I'm going to show you that now. So just go and watch this for a minute and enjoy this special capture for Andy, and what a fish it is. So I'll see you in a minute. I walk on and the bloke is only playing a bloody fish. Is this going to be the start of the year?
I've got to get it in first.
Come on, don't be negative.
Single bait to the island.
This could be the start of Bowling for Carp.
297.
290. We're going for a walk, are we?
Well, I think Rod's against the other side of the island. So
He's coming back there, yeah, look.
That one.
He did say that, didn't he?
Has he just walked into it?
Yeah, mate, who even makes them ESP things?
Security alarms? Did you walk
ESP,
into that?
yeah, ESP distance sticks. Unbelievable.
And the words out my mouth? Watch
Yeah.
out for the marker sticks.
Hey, I'm going to take this other guy out in a minute. You're determined, are you? Just grin and bear it, it's the bailiff. Wouldn't be the first time you've been in other people's swim, Andy. He's coming. It's all over the place, this one, ain't he?
You've got a sweat on.
Over Tom's Bay.
Oh, is that what it is?
No, I was to the left of the island.
Oh, yeah.
I bet you was.
Sam was over the other side.
Here he comes.
That looks a chunk.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that's an original, that is.
It wants to be, but the first one ever.
It is.
Right now I'm panicking.
Oh, it is. Come on, Andy. Let me knock this off for you.
Well, in, mate.
Go on!
Oh, yes! Oh, look, it's a chunk!
This is.
Good 30, yeah.
This is bowling for carp.
OMG. Oh, fucking, I'm stoked.
Right.
34 ounce out of here.
£30 for that.
£30 4
Right,
ounces.
beat that easy.
Last year over there. That, look at the size of that, it's got shoulders on it.
So on its side again.
Yeah, that's a chunk.
Well, in,
Right, you better get your hoodie
I'm
on.
gonna have to go and take me
Oh yes, Andy. Let's get them biceps going.
Look at this. So it's dropped down the wall.
Yeah.
That's reading 40, 40. Yeah, 45.
I bet that's a fine. That's a full.
Yeah, that's 35, 36 pounds.
We'll do it later.
With this help. Just going to step away out. It's fine, mate. Done or what?
So that is why I continue to come down here and continue to make these bowling for carp episodes. This place is literally just full of surprises. You never know what you're going to get, and again, there's a lot of big fish coming through, and I still enjoy coming down here and putting rods out in this lake. So I'm going to settle in for the next 48 hours. Hopefully we can get into a few fish. I'm down on the M6 bank. We've got a new wind pushing in on a northeasterly. The water is nicely coloured up, and the guy down to my right's had a couple of fish during the night, so it's a good indication that these fish are down here, and hopefully I'm going to get one for this video blog of the time down here. So enjoy. I'm going to settle in, and I'll catch you a little bit later with an update. Bye bye. So you join me at 8:30. This afternoon's literally flew by, and as we go into the evening and the night ahead, I'm still feeling pretty confident. The guy down to my right, Lee Stokes, he's had 2 fish since I've been here. The last fish he's just put back was a lovely scaly stocky, probably around about 12-13 pounds, but really nice fish. And fish at the moment, and I've seen a few fish nut out over towards the wee beds, but I'm sure and I'm positive sometime during the night that them fish will push out of them areas and they'll find the way into open water. As we know, or should I say, you may not know, that them wee beds literally deplete the oxygen around there during the night, because they literally take in oxygen, and then plants take in oxygen during the night and then basically pump it out during the day. So them carp will feel pretty uncomfortable sitting in them wee beds during the nights, and that's why you'll find carp make their way out into open water during the night. So me being in this swim, that's why I'm feeling a little bit confident that I'm hoping that they may find themselves in front of this swim. I've got the baited area out there, 3 rods, all on pop-ups, and all fishing over a bed of ASM 14mm boilies with pellets as well, just to give a little bit more of a blanket on the bottom, because obviously then pellets will break down and will give a little bit of a bed on the lake bottom. All that's been doused in liquid, high attract liquid, and yeah, let's see what it does during the night. So I won't log off again now. I'm going to turn the camera off, have me a cup of tea, chill out, and if we don't come back during the night, I'll join you in the morning, get the cameras rolling, and we'll enjoy the morning together. So good night. Well, 6:30, I am up, out and chasing, and unfortunately I am still blanking. Apart from having a really good night's sleep, all's quiet since I've been up. Been scanning the water for a couple of hours now, and I have not seen anything. The wind, which is hacking through, is pretty cold. We've got overcast conditions. We're expecting weather this morning, so I'm going to stop in this bivvy and see the morning out. Even more so that I've got my shorts on, and when I do go out there, it is pretty choppy, and thankfully I bought a spare pair of trousers to change into a little bit later. Not seeing any activity from the guy down to the right hand side. I can't see them fish being on this wind at the moment, and obviously with the overcast weather it's going to be pretty cold on that wind. It's not like yesterday. We did have a couple of breaks in the weather where we had direct sunlight. That being a little bit of a shallower end with that weed, then that's why I think them fish was down in that corner. But these bowl carp certainly don't go by the norm, and you may find them turn up on you at any time in any weather conditions, and they don't certainly stick to what you would expect carp to be doing at that particular time, at that particular weather conditions. So, oh, well, I'd say that I have just seen one just down at the back of that wind. It's just literally just come out. So still down there, but it was a little bit deeper, down towards the swims that are literally shut off at the moment, which I'll probably show you a little bit later once I have a little bit of a walk round. The swamp and the boards are shut off because there was a lot of spawning activity there last week, so Dave the owner rightly shut them off to anglers. So even though I've just seen that fish, I couldn't get anywhere near it anyway. But it's encouraging. That's the first one I've seen. First one I've seen since I got up. So yeah, I'll just keep scanning round by that area, see if I can see any more. So I'm going to enjoy the morning. I'm expecting Andy to come down a little bit later, which will probably drop it into the swim next door, have a little bit of a social, see whether the guy to the right has any more fish this morning, and yeah, enjoy the morning, and I'll catch up with you a little bit. Well, unfortunately, this morning has come and gone. I'm going to get these rods reeled in, have a walk around the lake, pick up a couple of supplies from the car, and get back in this swim in the next hour or so and put these rods back out. Not too sure whether I'm going to top up the baited area with any more boilies or pellets, but I'll make that decision a little bit later. If I do, it'll only be a couple of spoms over the top, just to revitalise the baited area, and when them rods have gone out, then I'm going to stop out. So might give it an hour or so. Andy's turned up, so I'm going to have a little bit of catch up with him, have a cup of tea on the bank before we get these rods out, and just generally chill out for the afternoon. So I'll catch you a little bit later. Let's go and have a little bit of a walk round and have a look at some of the new swims over on the A5 bank. See you in a bit. Well, as I'm having a little bit of a walk around, it would be rude not to show you some of the new constructed boardings that Dave's put in at the early part of this year. This one is called the Swamp. The reason why it's called the Swamp is when the water comes up, then obviously, you know, this area gets underwater, and as the water resides, then it leaves all the sediments behind, and obviously it was a little bit muddy. So just to make things a little bit more comfortable, Dave's put in this boarded pathway down to the boards there, and put a nice little sign in there for the name of the swim. When you go out here, there's lots of room on this boarded area to put an even two-man bivvy if you needed to, but yeah, you get a little bit more farther out into the lake as well. So lovely swim, this one. It does produce a lot of fish. Out there basically is like a gravel area which literally just drops off the farther you go out, and a lot of fish do come across that little bit of a plateau that goes out there. There's a lot of weed out there at the moment. There is obviously clear areas that you can present a bait, and solid bag choddies do well, but yeah, it's a really good swim. At the moment they're all This one and the next one are shut, just to give the fish a little bit of a safe area to come and do a little bit of spawning. I think last week with the high temperatures, the fish was all down here. So with that, obviously Dave's closed off these two swims again to give them a little bit of a safe place to spawn. The other place is shut off, and another swim that Dave's redone is the boards. A very popular swim again, because obviously there's a lot of weed down this side on the A5, and literally at the end of this, now this is carpet, isn't it? But when you get to the end of these boards, once again you've got a big area for a bivvy, and again puts you out into this area of the lake, you know, to a good amount of water to fish, especially down to the right hand side and out into open water. This is where I've been seeing the fish this morning. Seen one or two fish show, but nothing in numbers, but they definitely seem to be round here at the moment. Again, because obviously they spawned last week, and you know, with them grouping up, it's going to take them a little bit of time for them to disperse. But yeah, really nice again down here. Right, that's the new swims. Just wanted to show you them, guys, and show you, you know, if you're looking to get on this syndicate later on, then obviously showing you these sort of things is always going to be an advantage. So I'm going to carry on with my walk around. I'll see you in a bit. I'll be back at my swim. Ta-da. So, you joined me back at 4 o'clock, reeled in round about midday, 12 o'clock, had myself a walk around, spoke to a couple of anglers, rested my swim, and probably about half an hour ago I literally put my 3 rods back out on the spot that I was fishing yesterday and last night. Topped up that swim with a couple of spods over the top as well, and the only thing different that I'm doing now that I didn't do yesterday is I'm fishing a solid bag on one of them rods with a little wafter inside. Just making them little subtle changes sometimes get you the bite, and me having a mix of boilies and pellets out there, I thought I'll just drop it down a little bit, put a wafter out there and see whether that makes any difference. The wind is still pushing down on a northeasterly, and still hacking down into that corner. With obviously that wind pushing down there, there's a couple of anglers that have just dropped into the 2 swims down to the right hand side of where that guy was fishing. So we've got quite a few lines down there at the moment. I would say there's probably 9 lines just down in that corner on that prevailing wind. And the fish that I have been seeing have literally been pushed back a little bit. Whether it's to do with the anglers being in there, I don't know, but the fish I have been seeing is over towards the boards where I had a little bit of a walk round and showed you that swim earlier. So the wind's continuing to push down. Can't really do much more to get a bite. I've put out all the stops. Everything that I've caught fish on down here before is out there. So we'll just got to wait and see whether it comes good during the evening and tonight, maybe first thing in the morning. So whether I update the video blog again, we'll see, but at the moment I'm just going to have myself something to eat, finish off my cup of tea and enjoy the rest of this evening. So I'll see you a little bit later, guys, and fingers crossed, come on, I'll need a carp for bailing for carp 20. So yeah. Well, good morning. 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm up, out and chasing, and yes, I am still blanking. Last night was pretty uneventful once again, and even though we've had a little bit of a wind direction change, the wind's dropped off, and I've been scanning the lake looking for fish this morning, see if I can see any signs, and I can confirm I've seen bugger all. So whether this little bit of a directional change of the wind is going to make a difference to the fishing, I don't know. But with every minute that I'm down here this morning, my optimism of getting a bite literally goes away. And yeah, in the next hour or so, I'm going to start to have a slow pack down and start to load the barra. So I'm going to enjoy this morning, watch the morning come alive, and I'll catch you a little bit later. Ta-ra. Join me back at 9:30. Lead down to my right hand side has literally just gone. Me and Andy have just been standing on the bank here, looking over into that open water down to my right hand side, and just a little bit to the right hand side of where Lee was fishing, we've seen quite a lot of fizzing, and I can just see some now. So with that, I brought in my right hand rod and basically put a PVA nugget on and launched it over to where that fizzing was. So just to try and avoid a blank, I've made the changes, and for the next hour that's where that rod's going to stop. Let's be honest, them rods on the baited area haven't done anything, but I've still got 2 rods in that area, so just taking the one rod off and putting it over there and trying to make something out of nothing is always worthwhile. So I probably won't update the video blog again unless I get a fish. So I'd just like to say a massive thank you for your support on my videos, and it would be greatly appreciated if you subscribed. But more importantly is that you hit that bell icon, which is just underneath this video to the right hand side. Click on that, click all, and then you'll get notifications, and my videos will be shown on your news feeds when I upload them. So once again, a massive thank you, and your support encourages me to make these videos. I do put a lot of work into my videos, and obviously it does take its toll on my fishing, because while I'm doing videos and doing the filming, then I ain't watching the water or literally gelling with the actual lake itself, because you know I spend so much time getting footage and getting the footage for my video blogs. So for me, it's a bish bash bosh, it's a keep it tosh, wet nets, tight lines, and I'll see you on my next video, hopefully down on the lake somewhere doing a little bit of fishing. Bye.